friend, and welcome back to the Identity Glow Up podcast. It is me, your host, Paige Harper, and I am here to help you become your most amazing, most magnetic, most obsessed boss bitch level identity ever. I am so excited to have you here. I'm actually getting this out on time today, as long as everything goes as planned. I am recording on June 1st, which I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but when the first of a month falls on like a Monday, it makes my whole day. And not only that, but your girl's on vacation, a staycation, but still it's vacation to me because I don't have to work my full-time job, which is like halla freaking Luya. I am so excited about that. So I am in full boss bitch mode this week. I am in full like not focusing on my full-time job, pretending or acting as if I'm already this full-time business owner kind of mode this week. So I'm so excited. I'm also hoping that you cannot hear my stomach growl because I need to eat, as well as my dog barking because he is acting a little bit. He just wants to be heard today. So have him in the bedroom. Hopefully you cannot hear him because he is loud. But before we officially get started today, please go ahead and just take a minute to subscribe, if you haven't already, whether you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever other podcast app you're listening on, or YouTube or anything like that. Make sure you have subscribed, leave a 5-star rating and review, download the episodes if you feel like it. I've heard that helps the algorithm, not the algorithm, that's for Instagram, but like it helps Spotify, it helps Apple really be able to see, hey, these people are listening. Hey, this is the type of person it needs to be pushed to, so I can help more amazing boss bitch women like yourself, okay? So leave a 5-star rating and review. Follow all of the things. You know what to do. Please go do them if you have not already. It just helps support me and my business and all of that so freaking much. And also reach out to me on Instagram. If you are following me or if you're not already, go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, broadcast channel, all of the places. I have like a whole freaking like, I'm hungry. My brain is not fully working right now, but I have a whole like schedule and a whole challenge for myself. That's the word, challenge. I have a whole challenge for myself for social media, for like a social media takeover, okay, over the next month. And you're not going to want to miss it. And longer than that, let's be honest. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So make sure you're following me at all those places and share the podcast episode with me. I love seeing when women post the podcast episode that they're listening to, even have like the words up on the screen of like the part that they thought was the most powerful. They tag me in it. Like it makes me feel so freaking good, but also knowing you guys are listening and getting some value out of it. It also helps me see like what resonates with you guys the most. So that way I can bring the most value to you all the time. I love recording podcasts, but more than anything, this is for you. So make sure you reach out. Tell me what you love. Tell me maybe what you don't love so much. Leave a 5-star rating and review. Nice things only, and all of the things. So again, happy Tuesday. If you're watching the video, I keep adjusting my tag in the back of my shirt. I did a mud girl walk. I don't run. But I did a mud girl run over the weekend, and I did not put sunscreen on because it was not that hot and I wasn't really thinking. And I have quite the sunburn on my back. So please ignore that if you're watching YouTube. But I wanted to talk about the fact that I feel like this podcast has been exploding recently. Exploding. Like we are so close to 1,000 total streams or downloads or whatever. We are in 39 countries. I'm getting tagged, like I said, in so many stories of this, like in Instagram and all the things of amazing women listening and loving the podcast. Like this is the dream to me. So it's like manifestation moments and I just freaking love it. So also let me know, send me a DM on Instagram. Should I do some kind of like giveaway once we cross the 1,000 downloads mark? I feel like there maybe needs to be some kind of giveaway. So let me know. Let me know if you think that's a good idea and I'll try to plan something out. So there's also so many exciting things going on. Like I said, I'm having such a good start to my week and I'm feeling so freaking energized, even though it's overcast and gloomy. Hello, Midwest, like this is normal for us. But I'm actually getting interviewed on someone's podcast later today, which I'm super excited about. And I'm recording her or interviewing her. That sounded weird. I'm interviewing her tomorrow on my podcast. So you will be hearing that conversation soon. Like I said, I have a goal. I have a goal to be on 20 podcasts between now and the end of the year, which 100% it's going to happen. Like, duh, of course it is, because I've said it out loud and I'm putting the action to do it. So of course it is. But that is my goal, just to put it out there in the universe. But also, I did an interview last week on a podcast called the Falyn Frequency Podcast, and it was absolutely incredible. We talked about, gosh, what did we talk about? We talked about becoming her. Her, like capital Her, her. We talked about identity, of course, self-trust, feminine power, getting rid of your bullshit excuses, which obviously, and so much more. It was such a powerful conversation. I've had a lot of women reach out to me and say that they loved the episode. So I will make sure to put the link in the show notes for you to listen. Go follow her as well. I will put her handle and the Instagram handle in the show notes too. And just, I've heard so many good comments on it. So I want you guys to go and run and listen to that podcast as well. And like I said, this week I'm on vacation, just to like end out on like this like amazing week that we're going to have. I'm on vacation. I'm locking it in and it is go time. So enough with the chit chat. We're going to get right into this episode because, to be honest with you, I have a meeting in about 20 minutes and I don't think I'm going to make it, but we're going to get going. So I have been having a ton of conversations recently about how you need to make yourself a big freaking deal. A big deal. That's obviously what this podcast is about, if you looked at the title of the podcast. But having a lot of conversations around how you need to make yourself a big freaking deal. And I've always had this gut feeling that when something like this, just a topic, like a certain topic comes up in several different conversations amongst like several different groups of people that I'm coaching, not just like the same people over and over again. It's what needs to be heard by everyone right now. And I feel like the best place to do that and the best place to reach the most amount of people that are going to be most aligned and not some like people that don't understand me or who I am or like how I coach or how I like talk. I feel like the best place to do that is this podcast. So I'm bringing that to the podcast today because I feel like there is a lot of talk online, a lot of talk on social media about being visible, right? You have to be visible. If you want to have a business, especially online business, you have to be visible. You have to be seen. Yes, 1000% agree with that. Like, duh. But part of that process to get yourself to feel confident enough to show up and be seen is by actually believing and making yourself and your products and all of that a big deal. A big deal. Like, do you actually believe that you are a big deal? And I feel like one of the reasons that so many women feel so stuck is because they're waiting for this permission to take themselves seriously. They're waiting for permission to start. And I know this because that was me. Hey, that was me. I am someone who, I've heard it's because of my, because I'm a projector in the human design chart, which I'm going to be talking to someone tomorrow, I think, about more of all of that, which I'm so excited. But I feel like sometimes I need permission, or at least I used to feel like I need permission for things, right? So when you feel that way, you feel like you almost have to have this permission to start, permission to take yourself seriously, permission to charge more. Oh gosh, that was a big one for me. Permission to charge more for your programs, permission to even show up online and like as this expert, not just show up and posting like a selfie, but like actually showing up as the expert, showing up as the person that knows what they're talking about, because you always think like, oh, I don't know enough. I don't know enough. Permission to be confident, like having other people like tell you that you should be confident and you're worthy of this and blah, blah, blah. Like permission to take up space, permission to believe in yourself, permission to become a big deal. We are waiting for too long for people to give us permission for something that we should just be giving ourselves permission for, right? And the problem is that we don't feel like we can show up and make ourselves a big deal without the permission of others or some kind of like outside proof that we are a big deal, like money or clients or programs that are like exploding or followers or whatever, right? But nobody is coming to put that crown on your head. Like, I talk about like queen energy. I am the girl. Like I call myself the queen of the house. Like I'm very much embodied in like this, and we can do a whole podcast episode on this later, but I'm very much embodied on like this queen energy, like this power, presence, grace, like get this shit done. I'm in charge kind of energy, right? Like that's the energy I've been in. That's my whole word of the year. I think I did talk about that at the beginning of the year. Like that's my whole presence. My words of the year were power, presence, and grace. Like that defines a queen perfectly, right? Nobody is coming to tell you you're a big deal. No one. No one is going to put that crown on your head. You have to decide that you're the queen. You have to decide that you are like going to put that crown on your head and be like, I'm that bitch, I'm that girl. Nobody is going to show up at your front door with a big certificate that says, congrats, you have officially accomplished enough to be considered a big deal. You are important enough now to believe in yourself. Great job. Like, it does not work like that. But yet we hold ourselves back so long that it's almost like we've trained our brains to think it does work like that, even though obviously we know that's not the case. We have to get to the point where we stop waiting for moments like that, whether like real moments or, you know what I mean? Like, we have to stop waiting for the followers and waiting for the clients and waiting for the money and waiting for the recognition and waiting for someone else to decide that we are important. We have to stop waiting for that, because becoming a big deal doesn't happen when other people decide that you're valuable. That's not when it happens. Becoming a big deal happens when you decide that you're valuable, when you decide that you're enough, when you decide that you have what it takes, that you know enough, that you're the expert. You have to decide that you're a big deal. No one else can decide that for you. And so when I say big deal, like when I talk about being a big deal, I want to know, like when I first brought that up, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Does that mean famous, rich, successful, influential, known, respected? Like, is that the first thing that came up for you? I genuinely want to know. Like, reach out and send me a DM. I want to know. Because those aren't wrong. Sure, you can have all of those things, right? They're not wrong, quote unquote. But if we looked at it as like becoming someone who believes that they genuinely matter, that's the right answer for me. Like, that's more of what I think a big deal is. You are someone that knows enough, that is powerful enough, that is like this boss bitch identity, right? Like, when I think of boss bitch identity, I think of someone who makes themselves a big deal. Like, they believe that their dreams and their goals and their energy, their voice, their message, their programs, their offers, their presence, just in general, it matters. It matters. And people need to hear what they have to say. So based off of that definition of what I said a big deal is, do you think that you're a big deal? Are you putting yourself out online like you're a big deal? Because we are so used to making everyone else a priority. We're so used to making everyone else's needs and dreams and all of that a priority, but yet we push ours to the wayside. What about us? What about you? Are you a big deal? We make other people a big deal. Other coaches, other people in our life, we make them a big deal. But do you believe that you're a big deal? Are you showing up like you're a big deal? Are you having like showing up these programs and like believe that your programs and your offers and all of that is a big deal? Because if not, why the hell would anybody want to buy from you? Why would anybody want to follow you? Yeah, some people may be like, oh, you're so full of yourself. Guess what? When I first started talking about obsession, I had people tell me like, oh, you're too upset. You're that person. You're too obsessed with yourself. Yeah, bitch, I am. I am. What are you gonna do about it? Like, it doesn't, I don't get it. I make myself a big deal because why would I do the opposite? Why would I do the opposite? Because the thing is that when you're showing up online and the things that you're putting online, and even in person, honestly, you are training the world how to see you every single day. You know, I love the word training. You know, I've been in training spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the things, right? And I've taken that to a whole new level recently because I've decided that, and I just posted about this today. I've decided that I'm doing 75 hard, and I started today. But like, you are training the world how to see you every single day. You're teaching people how seriously to take you based off of how seriously you take yourself. How seriously to take your goals, how seriously to take your business, how seriously to take your offers, how seriously to take you. You are the one training them. And yeah, there's some outliers, whatever, but you are the one ultimately training people how to see you. If you consistently downplay yourself, they will too. If you act like your business is just like, meh, it's just this little thing. It's just this little side thing, this little hustle or little hobby, they will too. If you act shocked every single time someone wants to pay you, they will too. If you treat your dreams like they're optional, everyone else will too. Like, the world is following your lead. I want you to really think about that. The world is following your lead. We allow everything on the outside of us to affect us, but yet ultimately we get to decide where our life goes. And the world, the universe, whatever follows. We decide. But yet we allow people to tell us what we can and can't do. We allow people to tell us we're doing too much, we're playing too big, we're being too obsessed, blah, 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 blah. And we are allowing them to tell us who we need to be. I just think that's a bunch of bullshit. Like, you need to become a big deal. Allow yourself to be okay with saying you're a big deal. And maybe you are being visible, like if you're talking about online, maybe you are being visible. But do you think that you're important? When you're being visible, do you think, again, you're a big deal? Do you think you're important? Or do you think that everyone else's opinions matter more than yours do? Do you think that everyone else's goals matter more than yours do? Do you think that everyone else's comfort matters more than yours do? Do you think that everyone else's needs matters more than yours do? Because, like, if you do, then at that point, you've just ranked yourself at the bottom of your own life. And I don't want to be ranked at the bottom of my own life. Like, I'm that top bitch. I'm the queen of my house. Like I said, my 7-year-old even says, I've said it enough times that he's like, Mommy, you're the queen. I'm like, boy, I know. I know I am. I'm the queen of this house. That's for damn sure. I'm the queen of my business. That's for damn sure. Right? But when you've ranked yourself at the bottom of your own life, then you start wondering, like, why you're stuck. Why am I stuck? Why can't I grow? Why am I not moving? Why am I not growing? Why is nobody paying attention? Why is nobody hiring me? How can you expect the world to prioritize someone who won't even prioritize themselves? Like, I think that I'm a big deal, and it took me a while to get to that point, but I had to get to that point. If I wanted other people to see me as this next level bitch, as this next level woman, as this person that accomplishes her goals, then guess what? I had to see myself as that person, which meant I had to go out and take the crazy action. I had to go out and do the scary things. I had to wake up at the ass crack of dawn. I had to do that. Yeah, people think that I'm crazy for waking up at 4 a.m., but you better believe after I've done it consistently, they take me damn seriously now. They take me seriously about it. I'm that girl. That's who I am. That's who I've defined myself to be. You are defining yourself every single day. You are deciding what other people and how other people see you every single day by how you show up and by what you do. Right? Women who see themselves as a big deal behave differently. They're committed. They don't just half-ass things. They go all in. Why do you think that I'm doing this 75 hard? I'm going all in. I'm all about no excuses. And I'm like, I'm going all in. How hard can I go? How far can I go? Sure, I know this is not the most ideal month to start. My anniversary, my husband and I have been married for 9 years on Wednesday. So my anniversary is Wednesday. We're having a little staycation this weekend where my husband and I are going to go out to eat quite a bit. My birthday is next month. And then, like, it's literally all of summer. Like, it's going to be difficult. But the thing is that I get to show myself how big of a deal I am. And, like, sure, my kids could get sick. I could get sick. I could not complete the whole thing, but you better believe I'm going to show up and show everybody and also show myself that I'm a big deal. I do the scary things. I do the things that everybody else is like, why? Why the hell are you doing that? That's so dumb. Like, cool, you can think that, but I'm a big freaking deal. And I do it because I want to do it. I do it because I'm really excited about it. I'm not doing it to lose weight. I'm not doing it to, try to prove something to anything else. I'm doing it for me to see how far I can go, to see how far I can make myself a big deal, like how much of a big deal I get to be by pushing myself and not allowing myself to have these damn excuses, right? That's what I'm doing. So people who see themselves as a big deal, they are committed. They don't make excuses that they can't. They just do. They don't snooze their alarms. They wake their ass up. They don't use motherhood as an excuse. They use it as fuel. They keep promises to themselves. They trust themselves. They stop apologizing for taking up space. They share their opinion, even if they're afraid of what other people have to say about it. They invest in themselves. They believe that they belong in a room before they even have the proof that they belong in that room, and they stop asking for permission. Okay? Those are all things that I had to start doing. And I had to, the biggest thing for me was investing in myself and making myself like a big deal where it's like, I am worthy of this like $5,000 investment to become a life coach. I am worthy of that because I didn't know it at the time, but I had like this weird feeling that like I needed to do it. And I always listened to my gut. And I made myself a big deal by being like, yeah, I'm going to throw down 5K and I'm going to become this life coach. I don't know what's going to go on with it, but I trust myself and I know I'm a big freaking deal and I'm going to show myself I'm a big deal. I'm going to show the world that I'm a big deal. I'm going to show and like be a big deal as the coach in this industry, and I'm going to be a big deal. I am important enough. I am powerful enough. I am passionate enough. I am dedicated enough. I am crazy enough to do the damn things that it takes to become a big deal, or to show up as a big deal, to do what I need to do in order to create this life, this legacy that I want to build for myself and for my family. All by showing up as the big deal that I know that I am. Because big deal women, that's the right way to say that, big deal women who are a big deal don't wait to feel important. They behave like they're important because they are, and they know that they are. Because that behavior that they have, the behavior where they show the hell up for themselves, they know who they are, the behavior that they have, it creates it continues to create and continues to grow and continually reinforces this identity that you are now and you are becoming. Your behavior, the way that you show up, how you act, how you feel, that behavior always reflects in what you believe about yourself. If you truly believed that you were a big deal, you wouldn't second guess every decision. So I guess this is the thing that's really going to see like, oh yeah, I'm a big deal. I think I'm a big deal. Okay, well, do you pass this test? If you believe that you were a big deal, you wouldn't second guess every decision. You wouldn't skip showing up. You wouldn't disappear every time things got hard or scary. You wouldn't keep talking yourself out of opportunities. You wouldn't keep playing small. So now, are you actually a big deal? Or are you just saying you are? Okay. So how do you apply this to your offers? Okay. I wanted to touch on this because this was the topic of a lot of my like big deal conversations that I've had recently. So, and I know a lot of women in business follow me, boss bitch women. So I wanted to touch on this a little bit because women say that they want more sales, they want more clients, they want more impact, they want more growth, but they don't actually believe that their offer is a big deal. And that's a problem. That's a problem because people can feel that. Why would people want to come into an offer that you don't even think is a big deal? Because all they think is like, oh, well, you just want my money. Okay, cool. Like that's not the vibe that we come out with. That's not the vibe that we have in this community here. Okay. The whole like, just wanted to pop on here. I know you're probably tired of hearing this. Sorry, not trying to be annoying. Sorry, I've talked about this so much. Like, girl, what? If that's the way you're talking about your offers, we got a problem. That's not big deal energy. I feel like I'm doing BDE, but big deal energy instead, right? If your offer changes lives, why are you talking about it like it's some kind of a garage sale item or something? Like, why? Why are you acting so embarrassed by the thing that you're supposedly so passionate about? Come on now. Like, your offer is not a big deal because it exists. It's a big deal because you make it a big deal. I'm going to say that again. Your offer is not a big deal because it exists. Your offer is a big deal because you make it a big deal. Right? A movement is a movement because someone refused to stop talking about it. People become known for things because they repeat themselves over and over and over again. Meanwhile, some of you mention your program, your offer, I don't know, once, twice, 3 times maybe. Nobody buys, and then you disappear for 3 weeks because you're afraid that people think that you're annoying. If people don't like respond on my stuff or don't comment back or whatever, I'm like, okay, cool. Well, it's not for them. Moving on, right? The people that are out there that are making like millions of dollars started off doing so by repeating themselves and their offers like they're a big freaking deal because they believed that they were a big deal. You see, talking about your offers and showing up and posting about your offers and selling every day, maybe not you specifically, but a lot of people out there see it as looking desperate. They see it as being like this, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I have to do this. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared that they're going to say something. You see it as being desperate. The people that make millions of dollars see it as being convicted, see it as being dedicated. That's the difference. It's not that one person's better than the other, or it was born with this trait that all of a sudden they can pitch to people and they can talk to people. No, that's bullshit. They're just more dedicated. They're just more willing to make themselves and their offers a big deal. Okay? If you want to become a big deal online, you have to stop hiding. You have to stop treating your content like it's a hobby. You have to stop posting and then disappearing. You have to stop changing up your message every 5 minutes. Like if you want to go do something different, go do something different. But stop like going back and forth and back and forth. And I don't know, because you're not only confusing yourself, you're confusing everybody else. Stop waiting for perfection. You have to become known, which I know is scary. I know it's scary to become known because just lots of reasons. It's scary to become known. Known for something. You need to become known for something, though. Known for a message, known for a standard, known for a movement, known for a belief, known for a result, known for something. What do you want to become known for? Who do you want to be? You want to get to the point where, like, when you're posting online and when you're talking about your offers and things like that, you want to get to the point that people associate you with something. You are the brand, ultimately. You are the brand. So be a big freaking deal. Make yourself seen. Make yourself heard. Make yourself known. Like, are you actually, I want you to actually go through, you can pause me if you want. I want you to go through and look through your content right now. Do you feel like you're making yourself seen, like truly seen? Are you making yourself known? Are you making yourself a big deal? Are you making your offers a big deal? Or is it just throwing it out there so you can put a big like check on it? Be totally for real. Okay. I need you to repeat yourself. If you want to be a big deal, I need you to repeat yourself again and again. I need you to show up again and again, no matter what. Okay. One day people are going to look back at your success. If you continue this, if you make yourself a big deal, if you show the F up for yourself, people are going to look back at your success one day and assume that you always believed in yourself, assume that it was easy for you. They won't see the days that you felt invisible. They won't see the days that none of your posts got engagements. They won't see the days, the offers that no one bought and the master classes that no one showed up to. They won't see the moments that you questioned everything. They won't see the days that you had every single reason to quit, but yet you didn't. They'll only see the results. You have to go through the hard shit in order to get to the results that you want. And to do that, to make it easier for you, make yourself a big deal. Okay? The moment your life changes is not going to be the moment that people start like believing in you. The moment your life changes is when you start to believe in you. So stop waiting to be chosen. Stop waiting for permission. Stop treating yourself and your business like it's an option and start acting like the big freaking deal that you are. Okay? That is what I want you to do. Okay. And before I let you go, my meeting's about to start in 1 minute. I'm actually doing pretty good on time. I'm so proud of myself. Pat on the back. So before I let you go, I wanted to leave you with this. One of the fastest ways to start feeling like a big deal is to get yourself in rooms with people who refuse to let you play small. And here's what I've learned over the last few years in this business. I've been in business for, I think, 4 years now. Big deal people don't build their lives in isolation. They get in the freaking room, whether that's the Zoom room or the physical room, whatever. They invest in themselves. They network. They put themselves around people who are thinking bigger, moving bigger, and expecting more from themselves. And while your next level is sometimes influenced by another podcast episode, hopefully mine, or another free training or another like little mini training or whatever, a lot of the times your next level is found in proximity, in the freaking room. Again, the Zoom room or the physical room, whatever that may be. That was my alarm. I don't know if you heard that. That was my alarm that just went off that said, hey, bitch, you need to make sure your water's drank, because for 75 hard, that's going to be the hardest part for me is drinking water. Anyway, sorry about that interruption. So get in the room. And the reason I am so excited, so because I know that like becoming a big deal is all about going all in, is all about being in this like proximity, I'm super freaking excited to talk about this, my mentor's experience, which if you've listened in past episodes, you've heard this already. I actually had a whole podcast episode. It was the podcast episode with Michaela J. I want to say it was episode 20. I'm going to say it wrong. I don't know. 24. It was in the 20s. I know that. It was just a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I think. But my mentor's conference called the Rich Girl Renaissance Live is this September. And I'm so excited because I actually have the opportunity to invite you to come with me, which is so exciting. So the whole point of this conference is we are becoming content millionaires. And the closer it gets, the more excited I get. We are the call I'm about to hop on is a mini mind that she had for the people that were already in the Rich Girl Renaissance conference. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like if this is anything like what the conference is going to be like, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. So if you're serious about growing your business, creating content that actually converts, building your brand, surrounding yourself with ambitious AF women, okay? Surrounding yourself with these women, getting in the freaking room, getting in the room where everybody already knows they're a big deal. And now you get the chance to be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm a big deal too. Like getting out of that environment that tells you that you're not a big deal. Women who are making big things happen, you need to check out this conference. You need to see if the dates work, all of that. And if it does, girl, you need to be there. Like, this is all about becoming content millionaires, yes, but becoming a big deal where it's not just like changing your mindset. It's also about changing and upgrading your environment. Like imagine walking into the room and being around all these other women that have businesses that are so freaking like excited and passionate and ready to freaking go, ready to go all in, instead of being in the environment where people are like, it's okay. It's okay to like not do the thing. It's okay to just relax. No, we're going to be there. We're going to learn all about content where it's like how to become influential. Yeah. Influential, how to be this next level boss bitch woman, how to like stand out online, how to make yourself a big deal in your content, all of these things. It's going to be so freaking amazing. So I will put the link in the show notes for you. Because if you actually decide to buy through my link, which will be the link that I put in the show notes, obviously. If you decide to go and you buy through my link, I have so many incredible bonuses. I'm not going to list them all here because it would take me way too long. But I have so many incredible bonuses at every single ticket level. So make sure if you are interested, you DM me if you are like wanting to go. So that way I can tell you all of the bonuses I have. I actually have new bonuses for June specifically. So yay, it's June. But I will tell you, if you grab the top tier experience, which is called the Sweet Life, you get a full retreat experience with me. A full retreat experience while we're there. I'm already looking at Airbnbs. It's in Dallas. So I'm already looking at Airbnbs in downtown Dallas. The Airbnbs there are absolutely incredible. Looking for a place that's going to be amazing for content, things like that. And we're going to go through the mindset behind all of the things. We're going to do more identity work. You're going to have a full like, imagine a conference plus a retreat mixed together to like just like feed on each other, just add on. Like it's going to be so good. And there's so many other bonuses on top of that. That's just for the top tier experience and you get all the other ones as well. So, so many exciting things coming up. Okay. So if today's episode hits you right in the soul, right in the gut, and you are ready to stop playing small, send me a DM and I will send you all the details about Rich Girl Renaissance, the bonuses, things like that. Okay. Or just like guide you in the right direction of what the next step is for you. So, oh my gosh, that was so good. Okay, that's all I have for you today. So if you loved this episode, please make sure you share it to your stories with your takeaway, your favorite part, and tag me in it so I can see who's listening and share it to my stories too, of course. Okay, thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you next week. Love you. Bye.